Hey, yo, what's up? Holla at your boy, and welcome back to the Pastor Smell Good YouTube channel, where this is the place for all things fragrance related. Listen, on this channel, the scent is always lovely, and the sillage is absolutely divine. And I am so glad to have you guys here with me for yet another review. But before we get into the good stuff, why don't you go ahead and take care of the house stuff? Let's go ahead and like the video because you already know it's going to be off the chain. Let's get our comments ready as we progress through the fragrance. And let's go ahead and subscribe if we're new to the channel. Not only that, but go ahead and push the bell for all future upload notifications so that when your boy uploads, you will be in the know. Now, where is our fragrance field trip gonna take us today? Where are we headed? Where are we going? Let's cross the pond over to France and take a trip to the house of Mugler. Yes, the house of Thierry Mugler. If you guys know anything about me, you know I am a gourmand guy, and I must credit this particular house because it is the house of Thierry Mugler that introduced me and piqued my interest into gourmand fragrances. Also on this channel, you will see that I have already reviewed Thierry Mugler's Pure Havant. Go ahead and check out that video if you haven't been able to do it yet. And today we're going to build upon those because as you can see here over my head, I've got some other Mugler fragrances that I will be reviewing for you this week. So it's going to be a Mugler week, and we're going to have some fun discussing the fragrances of this house. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Pure Tonka. Just like every other flanker in the A-Man line, this fragrance found its origin in the original 1985 Angel Men. 1995 Angel Men by Thierry Mugler. I will be reviewing that. This one here, I want to say came out circa 2016. Don't hold me to that, but I believe that's when this particular fragrance came out. And I was lucky enough, guys, one day to be in Marshall's and saw that there were two of these scents sitting there all alone for the price of $50. And I went ahead and bought both of them right there on the spot. This one is about maybe a quarter used. This one is still absolutely brand new. I've never opened this one. This is a full bottle. I will not be looking to sell or get rid of this because I really do like how this is still the OG of the Thierry Mugler presentation. The newer boxes now just have Mugler written across it, but I really like these. So I guess for that purpose, you know, I'm excited about the packaging. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the notes. What does make up this scent? With Thierry Mugler's Pure Tonka, you're going to get some lavender, you're going to get some rosemary, you're going to get some coffee, you're going to get some patchouli, you're going to get some vanilla, and of course, Tonka, hence to the name. Now, what I'm going to do as I get into this review, I want to start off by go ahead and hitting myself with a little quick spritz of this. All right, so here we go. I want you guys to see the distribution. Yeah. All right, so what am I getting when I open up this fragrance? This fragrance, guys, straight out of the atomizer, is going to open up with what I call a fougerish, let's say a herbaceous and sweet opening. Let me tell you what provides that. I'm going to get a healthy serving of the lavender opening up. Yes, I picked that up. The fougere quality is there. There's a green herbaceousness that comes in from the rosemary. And if you know anything about rosemary, it's used in cooking. It's a culinary ingredient. Very green, a little bit earthy, very herbaceous. I get that in the opening. But there's a semi-sweet touch that comes out in the opening of this scent, and that is credited to the Tonka. Because keep in mind, by this fragrance being called Pure Tonka, and though Tonka is listed in the base, you are going to get that dominant, or I wouldn't say dominant, you're going to get that present Tonka even in the opening. So you're not going to have to wait for this baby to get to the base in order to get the Tonka. You're going to get a very little amount of it, but enough to open up with a little bit of sweetness on the fragrance, okay? Then I remember in about 20 minutes, I'm going to be able to creep into some of the coffee that's going to begin to rear its head. That's about 20 minutes in, because the opening of this fragrance to my nose, when I first smelled it, and even about 4 years later, this fragrance opens up as a mess. I'm going to admit that. That aromatic lavender, the herbaceous rosemary, coupled with the Tonka that I get, it really opened up as a mess. When I first sprayed this fragrance, I said, oh boy, where are we going? But I continued to let the fragrance develop, and I still noticed that about 20 minutes in, the fragrance begins to blossom. It begins to come into its own. It begins to tame and round itself out. And I credit that to the coffee note that comes up. I get that there, okay? So then about 20 minutes from the coffee note, I begin to pick up a earthiness, a patchouli note that comes out, all right? And if you know anything about the A-Man DNA with Thierry Mugler, it's known for the patchouli note. It's like a signature note in the DNA of the fragrance. So rounding and taming the fragrance, I begin to get the coffee in the mid coupled with the patchouli. And I really, really like that. Oh, but that opening, it really is a mess. Guys, give yourself some time with this scent, okay? Don't be off-put in the first 15 to 20 minutes. Let that coffee and patchouli come and round the fragrance out. Then at about the 35 or 40 minute mark, I begin to creep into the base of the scent. And when I creep into the base, I get two notes that will totally transform this entire fragrance. Yes, 35, 40 minutes in, the base transforms the scent totally. Because at this point, you get an amped up sweetness from the rest of the Tonka, and you also get a beautiful thick vanilla in there. And what that does is that completely rounds out the gourmand element of the scent. That's what I pick up to my nose. If you need a reference point for what this scent smells like, take a trip with me, okay? Come on, take a trip with me. We're going to go into the kitchen and we're going to fill the oven with chocolate chip cookies, okay? So we're going to put the cookies in. The oven is ready to cook. We're going to put those cookies in the oven. And while the aroma of the cookies are just sweeping through the entire house, we're going to go put on some fresh coffee. So we've got the aroma of the cookies sweeping through the kitchen, but now we have this beautiful coffee note. Oh, it's wonderful, guys. So what this scent smells like are fresh baked cookies and coffee. Okay, let me go ahead and do it this way. Have you ever been in a Starbucks? You know that smell, right? Okay, think about Starbucks scent with the scent of a cookie house, okay? Where all they do is make coffee. Where all they do is make cookies. And then you think about Starbucks where you have that thick coffee smell. This is what you're going to get with Thierry Mugler's Pure Tonka. I'm serious. This is cookies and coffee, and it's absolutely beautiful. And guys, if I can go a step further, this literally reminds me of chocolate chip cookies, dipping it in some milk with some coffee brewing in the background. That's what you get with this scent, okay? Now, because I like Tonka bean, there's another scent that I am going to get my hands on because I am a fan of Christian Dior. So I'm going to get my hands on Christian Dior's Fève Delicieuse. And I want to compare these two scents in the future. But I'm a Tonka Bean fan. And for what this fragrance is on the designer level, it is a very pleasant and enjoyable scent. Okay? So if you're a gourmand guy and you want to get your nose on something of this nature, I don't think you'll be steered wrong with Thierry Mugler's Pure Tonka. Is it synthetic? Yes, it's synthetic. It's a designer scent. So it is synthetic, but synthetic doesn't have to mean horrible either. Okay. But yes, it is synthetic, but it's quite a pleasant and enjoyable scent. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the performance of Thierry Mugler's Pure Tonka. What do I rate this scent? Well, let's go ahead and talk about a few elements of the performance before we get into the rating. In lieu of projection, is she going to get up on off you? Yes, she will. This baby is going to get up on off you guys. You put on this scent, you're going to get about 3 to 4 hours of projection. Okay. Is it beast mode? Yes. This is a beast mode scent. You give yourself 4 or 5 sprays of this, and I promise you, 3 or 4 hours later, this scent is still going to be leaping off of your skin. Okay, so it is beast mode. Sillage, yes, I'm talking 3 to 4 feet. All right, you're going to have a scent trail with this. In lieu of longevity, how long does it last? I clock this scent between 10 and 12 hours on my skin. 10 and 12 hours, that's average. Okay, so it works very well there. Compliments. One day I wore this scent when I was down at mom's house, and for whatever reason, I think I was just getting to her house, or I was about to go somewhere, and we hugged each other, and she said, "Oh my goodness, you smell good." So the compliments on this are average, because keep in mind, most people, as it relates to perfumery, most people like clean, fresh scents. This is not a clean, fresh scent. This is a sweet, gourmand, edible scent. So on my skin, I would say the compliments are average. People will compliment you. It's just not going to be anything above average. All right. So let's talk about the occasion. When do I tell people to wear this? You want to wear this scent when it's cold. All right. You want to wear this scent when it's cold. Let's get that understood. This fragrance is so thick. This fragrance is so monstrous. This fragrance is so sweet that, trust me, it will become cloying in the heat. I don't even suggest to wear this in the spring or fall. Wait until it gets cold to put this baby on. All right. Wait till you get to the winter to put this on. And it's going to cut through that cold weather like a hot knife through butter. I guarantee you guys that. Do I dress this scent up? No, I don't, because I still find it to be a little bit playful. I still find it to be a little bit casual. So throw on some jeans in the cold weather, throw on a jacket, hat, scarf, or whatever, and just go out of the house like that. When it comes to dressing up, I've got some better options that'll make the world take me much more serious in the cold. All right. But what do I rate this scent? For what it is, guys. Okay, for what this scent is, out of 5 stars, I'm going to give this scent 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Now, keep in mind, this is a 4.5 out of 5 for a designer. Okay, let's not get that twisted. I don't want you to think if I give it 4 out of 5, that goes for niche and designer. This is 4 out of 5 for a designer scent. It's a very enjoyable one. I would suggest you pick up a bottle of this. Please do not pay the retail for it. Go ahead and save yourself some money by trying to get this off the black or the gray market. All right. Or maybe out of a bargain bin like a Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, or something like that. Okay. But this is a 4 out of 5 scent. You're going to be shooting 90% from the line with this. I like it. I sing the praises of the house of Thierry Mugler's, the A-Man line. I really, really enjoy it. This is some enjoyable stuff, and I want you guys to experience it, okay? I hope this review was worthwhile for you. but get you some of these sugar cookies and coffee. All right. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for coming in.